Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading. So, this is a general reading and not a love reading, but we open up in an emotionally difficult place with the Three of Swords. So, you or perhaps someone you're connected to closely is going through quite a lot of emotional pain, right? I just focused on like the piercing quality of it. I think for some of you, these wounds might be relatively fresh, and they have to do something with some kind of deception that's here with the Seven of Swords, right? So maybe some of you realize that you've been deceived or maybe even lied to in some way, right? And that's fresh news. And this emotional injury is fresh as well. Yeah, the Page of Swords, I beg your pardon, the Page of Cups with the Seven of Swords definitely represents some kind of emotional manipulation that was deceitful. Yeah, whenever the Page of Cups shows up, it's not a bad card, but I always take a close look at the message that this page is carrying, the cup it's carrying, because there's a fish in the cup, right? There's something a bit off. There's a lot off here. It's deeper than just Seven of Swords. Whenever the Seven of Swords shows up with the Page of Cups, I get manipulation. Whenever the Page of Cups or the Seven of Swords shows up with the Magician, I get that energy at a very high level. This wasn't, I don't think, a one-off. If it was something massive. This wasn't a minor violation. The Magician here, a kind of smoke and mirrors that energy uses, was big time in play here. The High Priestess also indicates that somebody's hiding something, right? Somebody's hiding something. Interesting that strength is here as well, right? Strength is here as well. So maybe, because the High Priestess and the Magician to me sometimes can carry very similar energies, right? But the High Priestess is more an energy of concealment and keeping things to yourself. The Magician acts, right? But they're both kind of, magical energies, in that sense of maybe manifestation or creating an impression that's not quite correct. The Magician does it through actions and, like I said, smoke and mirrors. The High Priestess uses silence almost as a weapon. So this deception, I think there were outright lies here and also some kind of obfuscation. Something was hidden. And the strength here is a bit tricky. Right? All I'm seeing, which I don't, is the match in the color background here. I see it less as, I usually read it as somebody gaining courage to do something. Every now and again it comes through almost like an adjective or a modifier. It's just telling me, reinforcing what I'm saying, that this deception is happening at a very high level. The deception itself is strong, right? That's what strength is meaning to me here. Interesting, this Eight of Cups has been coming up so consistently. So in response to this deception, it looks like somebody is deciding to leave something behind. This energy, this card is sometimes called the Lord of Abandoned Success. And I think something about this deception is revealing that something someone thought was going to be successful or would work out can't. Yeah, this betrayal is something somebody it's causing someone to walk away, and that is leading to a tower. Yeah, so this deception, I think, revealed some kind of shoddy foundation. Yeah, like these 8 cups, right? These 8 cups that aren't serving anyone anymore, right? This is the bad foundation, these empty cups, right? And this deception that's been revealed is making that clear. Wow. Very difficult energy, Cancer. So I like to do is shuffle a bit more and then have another look at the bottom of the deck before helps to focus the energy. Because that pre-shuffle we just went through is right up at the surface of the energy, and it's already so difficult. So I find that taking this extra step in between helps me get a clearer reading, right? So let's get deeper into this energy and try and figure out exactly what is going on, right? Exactly what is going on. Somebody is being very, very, very deceptive. That much is clear. This is not a minor violation that we're looking at. Somebody has taken a lot of emotional and psychic energy to do what they're doing, right? And usually when that kind of powerful energy of manipulation comes into play, it's because somebody's trying to control someone else, right? So we'll see where this all goes. Let's just shuffle a bit more. Still yeah, okay. So the star is out with the Six of Swords. I'm not surprised to see this. So this pain healing process is beginning, and part of that healing process is the Six of Swords. Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups have been coming up quite consistently for a few months. Because, I've been saying for a while that we are in an energy where difficult cycles are being closed, right? And that whatever those lies or deceptions are that have been revealed, they are closing this difficult cycle. And part of that closure is somebody leaving, right? Leaving for rough waters to calm waters and allowing themselves to heal away from, that's important, right? Away from the people who've been harming them, right? Away from the people who've been manipulating and lying and deceiving, right? For a lot of you, these might be close connections, because that Three of Swords doesn't come out for people we don't really care about, right? The Three of Swords, it shows up when the pain is deep because it's somebody that you're close to and somebody that you trusted that has done something that has hurt you, right? So we have a few hints about where this is going. So let's get deeper into this energy. Bottom of the deck, it's an excellent card, the Empress, right? So I think this moment is one of growth, right? This energy is what this is all leading you towards, right? When you leave behind those 8 empty cups, right? When you get on that boat, the Six of Swords, right? This is what you're heading towards, the Empress, right? With a Queen of Cups, it's an energy of somebody who loves unconditionally and wants to be loved in the same way. And I'm glad to see the Queen of Cups here with the Empress, because this Queen of Cups sometimes gives too much, right? Is too kind, gives too much of the benefit of the doubt, and people take advantage of that. The Empress is not to say that this energy isn't giving, but it's a much more kind of receptive energy, right? In the sense that the Empress allows things to come towards them. They don't chase anyone. When a Queen of Cups is a little bit out of balance sometimes, they do too much, right? It's the downside of having a soft heart, right? If somebody needs help, the Queen of Cups will be there, and there's nobody to replenish this person's cup sometimes, right? So I'm glad to see the Empress here. This is very, very balanced energy. It's telling me this Queen of Cups is balanced. Energy of withdrawal here with the Four of Swords, which I think ties in with that Eight of Cups and Six of Swords. So if you or someone you're connected to is not in a position where they can physically leave, right? They've checked out mentally, right? They've checked out mentally and they're resting and healing their mind. Card of healing. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune is here. When the Wheel of Fortune shows up with the Empress, I see it as a message of abundance, right? This Wheel of Fortune is in someone's favor, and it's allowing this energy of abundance to come in, right? It's a difficult time though, so I can understand why this kind of good news, sometimes it can feel like false hope, right? But that's what the cards say. Let's cut this deck and pull a reading. I'm going to pull a Celtic cross. Interesting. Six of Swords is the Six of Cups, I beg your pardon. I've been doing that for a while now, mixing up cups and swords, right? The Six of Cups is the overall energy, and I think that's very interesting because remember I said that Three of Swords only shows up when someone who we have a deep connection to hurts us, right? Six of Cups is giving that more context, I think. These are long-standing connections, relationships. They might be familial, and they're tied to a very powerful feeling of nostalgia, right? For a lot of you, this connection reaches back into childhood, and if it doesn't, there's something about the way you relate to the person, the people involved, that brings up childhood issues, right? Very interesting that judgment is right under that. This, I said, a cycle is closing, right? Judgment happens when all of those things that we haven't been looking at, right, come to the surface to be judged, right? It's like the dead rise from the grave, right? All the secrets are revealed, and that's what's happening, Cancer. It's clear that's what's happening. The secrets are being revealed. The deceptions are being uncovered, right? And judgment is important because this is it's not an energy of blame or accusation, it's an energy of redemption, right? It's a reminder that sometimes we have to look at the ways we kind of played into some of the things that happened, right? Were there red flags that were ignored? Right? Did people have on, rose-colored glasses? Were people refusing to see reality? Like these manipulators gather their power and they gain their confidence when they're not challenged, right? Whoever that is who's in that Seven of Swords, Page of Cups, Magician, and High Priestess energy is a highly, highly skilled manipulator, right? And here's the issue with people like that. No matter how skilled they are, those people do not thrive. They cannot thrive in environments where the truth is valued and it's defended valiantly, right? So that emotional manipulation, it works in a way to silence people. But the question also becomes, okay, then why did you allow yourself to be silenced, right? Why didn't you speak up, right? Let's pull this reading. What's the issue here? Six of Pentacles. Something's being balanced, right? The books are being balanced on something. And I think it's to do with that judgment energy. Whatever this deception is, it being revealed is setting something right. And for a lot of you, it has to do with money. Some of that deception may involve thievery. It may involve theft, right? The books are being balanced. And I'm getting a very literal reading off of this card. Something to do with that deception has affected somebody's material circumstances. So even if it's not, someone actually stealing, something that was done that was wrong, right, has affected someone negatively in their material life, and that's being balanced. What's the challenge here? Seven of Cups, right? All that manipulation, it confuses people's minds. And so you or someone you're connected to, Cancer, might still be in this energy of confusion. Somebody here doesn't know the truth. They don't understand what's happening. I'm getting a lot of gaslighting energy off of this card. That manipulation it's more than just about trying to get something or get over. It's somebody tried to create a fake reality, right? That somebody had bought into at some point in time, right? What's at the crown of the reading? What's on someone's mind? Queen of Swords. So this is an interesting energy. It's a very kind of unforgiving energy. When the Queen of Swords is betrayed, right, that sword goes up, and if you try to approach, you might get your head chopped off. So that's the mindset someone is in, and I don't think that's a bad thing because it's a card of clarity, right? It's a card of boundaries. And one thing those people do when they come in, especially under that Page of Cups energy, the Page of Cups is a mask, right? Because it's innocent and it's sweet. That's how it's usually read, right? There's something quite sinister happening when you're masking on that kind of major arcana, very powerful, impetus with something as small as a page, right? There's a deliberateness there, right? That I think somebody has picked up on and hopefully is blocking out, right? What is the root of the reading? What's happening in someone's life? I'm not surprised to see five of wands, right? There's going to be a lot of conflict. When these kinds of people get found out, they have a way of whipping up all kinds of nonsense, right? A lot of finger pointing, blame shifting, dodging the question, minimizing what's happening, false concessions, false accusations, and it causes a lot of drama, right? But it's a tempest in a teacup, right? The Five of Wands is not a strong energy, right? It isn't, but it can be very distracting and it can cause delays. All right. So what's in the recent past? Interesting, energy of communication and action, right? So I'm thinking this Eight of Swords might be the inciting incident here where one of these messages revealed something, and that's how someone got kind of the bead on that manipulation and the deception, right? Something to do with this Eight of Wands, communication, forward movement. Something about trying to get something done, trying to achieve something and speeding that up. Somewhere in the exchange of those messages, something slipped, right? Something slipped somewhere. What's in the near future? Interesting, Ten of Cups. So there's a happy ending on the table, right? And so the question is this a real happy ending or is it something else? Because the problem with the Ten of Cups sometimes is that, remember those rose-colored glasses I talked about? It's how people start to see things, right? Even if it's not true. So the question is, what does this Ten of Cups represent? Is it, moving forward and heading towards that kind of apex energy of, emotional satisfaction? Or is it somebody wearing rose-colored glasses? In combination also with trying to project a certain image for other people's consumption, right? We'll see. What's in someone's ego? This is good, the Hermit. Another sign, I think, got this card. I can't remember which though. The Hermit and the ego, which I think is very good. Because the Hermit is sometimes called the old soul waking up. And that energy, that balanced, wise energy in the soul balances out the ego, right? So the problems with this Ten of Cups, I'm not as worried just because of this card, right? In this energy, somebody can see reality, especially with the Queen of Swords in the mind, right? What's in someone's environment? Very interesting. Four of Wands. Feeling of safety, home, connection, community, right? So in spite of all this difficulty, somebody feels safe maybe, somebody feels protected, right? They feel as if something is moving forward, right? I don't usually get forward movement off of the Four of Wands in this kind of context, but it is the place where the road to the Ten of Pentacles begins, and the Ten of Pentacles is another apex energy, this idea of having it all, right? Not just the love here and emotional satisfaction of the Ten of Cups, but also abundance, going back to that Empress, balancing love and stability. So something here is something is stabilizing for someone. All right. What are someone's hopes and fears? Interesting, Queen of Pentacles. The stability is what somebody wants, right? It's a very stable, reliable energy, Remember that gender is immaterial, right? Somebody wants this for themselves, or they want it in their life in some way, and they're afraid it's not going to come in, right? What's the potential final outcome? A tower. Wow. So there is more drama to come, Cancer. There's more drama to come. Whatever this foundation is, it's going to be torn completely down, I think. It's going to be torn completely down. So there looks to be more upheaval ahead, maybe even a bit more hardship, right? So I am going to extend this. So look out for the link to the description, and I beg your pardon, a link to the extended in the description box, and it will take you to my Patreon where you can get access to the entire library of extended readings. I need to take a look at this tower, and I think the Seven of Cups is important as well. So that's the reading. If it's resonating for you, please check out the extended. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're on YouTube, and I'll be back soon with more messages.